communities, and he is very special. Hello.
What's going on, Clicks Money? You all right?
Yeah, hello. How we can find you in Steam blockchain?
So on Steam blockchain, you can actually find us by two different ways: at CGP or at CGBARTOW. I'm so used to saying it'll be in the bottom section of this video, but we also have our website, https://cgp.life, and that's our community website where communities can go register. They can interact with the Steam blockchain coming in the future directly from a .com or a .life website. You can promote your community there. You can create your own profile, instant message other Steemians there, and connect with us directly on there as well by going to the Community Growth Project icon.
Yeah, so you have your own website, yes?
Yes.
It's good. It's good. Okay, let's move to questions about Steam blockchain. So, what do you think generally about Steam blockchain?
All right. So knowing like the technical side of it, it's pretty much like a large database that allows people on the outside to connect into it. A lot of people don't look at Steam from that perspective. They just look at the Steam blockchain from I can post and make money. Well, it's a lot more than that. Like the technology is going to be a wave changer of the future because it allows for security within uh, individual nodes as opposed to the centralization, all that information being housed at a single place. Every witness, every person that helps to secure that Steam blockchain has a picture of it. And I when I'm explaining the Steam blockchain to other people, I say put 5 people in a circle. I'm going to give all 5 of you a picture, but out of 5 of you, I'm going to give one person a different picture. When that one person who has the different picture shows that picture, the other 4 of us can look and say, that's not how this is supposed to look. You don't belong here, and move him out. And now we can take everybody else's picture who looks the same and continue to run the same blockchain. And that's where the real investment in what we're doing comes from: the security that's behind blockchain, the availability that's behind it, and the resources there. And so personally, I think that Steam is more about the technology than it is about the financial part of it. But on the other side, you also have the networking piece of it where I can meet people like you. We can do things like this and use this platform to really grow and start our own businesses, our own networks and marketing content and things like that and grow. So overall, I just think it's like the revolution of technology. It's the next phase of it's like .com 2.0, if that makes sense. We are moving forward, revolutionizing the way we use technology even more.
Yeah, yeah. So, when did you join Steemit, and how did you find about it?
I joined Steemit November 19th, 2017. And I actually found about Steam through Trevon James because I was following him as a YouTube promoter. I was looking into getting in the blockchain. And at that time, when you search YouTube for blockchain or cryptocurrency, you got 2 names. You got Craig Grant, you got Trevon James, right? And so he did a video on Steam and he actually introduced me to Steam through his video. And so I got into Steam and I was only on here for a week and I walked away until like January when we had that huge crypto dip. And then I came back to it and I was like, well, let me just start putting up some random posts and see what happens. And so that's kind of how I found out about it.
Yeah, and when did you start the idea about promoting communities?
So, like I said, I came back in January and I had put up a bunch of like I copy and pasted some of my music videos that I had done from YouTube to Dtube. And then I put up some copy and paste memes and I was just like, oh, I can just do this and make all type of money. And then I started seeing like it wasn't doing anything. I was getting no hits. And I'm like, well, what can I do to give back more to this platform? Because I want to say it was a post by at Calum from the Buddy Up community, and he had written a post talking about how to give back to the community, how to add value to posts and things like that. And after reading that, it made me start really thinking about what I was doing on Steem. And so it was just really about how do I give more than what I'm taking from the platform. And that's where the community growth project started up. And then I started doing this power up thing, and there was two other guys who are a part of the community growth project. One is at Dre Day and one is at Digital Cash. And I was like, yo, I'm going to power up all 2018, take nothing out. And they were like, yo, we're in, sign us up. How do we get down for this? Let's track our progress. Let's do this. And so that's where the community growth started, right? Is those two individuals. And after reading a post saying, how can I give back more value? So giving back more value was me constantly powering up to use my vote to enhance other people's content, to curate more. And then when other people start joining on, and then as that started to move forward, I was like, well, I got to brand this, right? And so I reached out to a Steam designer who did the logo. I reached out to another Steam designer who did the video intro and transitions. We have another Steam designer right now who are doing more transitions for us. And then I built the website out myself. And so as you can see, everything that surrounds the community growth project is by Steam for Steam. It's the whole platform in a whole is contributors to what we're doing. And as we reach out and network and build out more and more, it's just more contributors and more people coming on. Like, we like what you're doing. We want to help you get out there and get known. And so now it's just like, how can we help more people get known and get bigger? And we have other communities that's coming in and really helping us to grow. And we can talk about those other communities later to spotlight them a little bit more. But, you know, that's kind of how we got started.
Yeah. And how many communities are you supporting now?
Let me pop open my Discord. I can run down a list. So
approximately, not.
I would say approximately somewhere between 15 and 20 communities that we are supporting, either through marketing, promotion, either through referring members to them in the back end, or being a part of those community and cross branding and things like that. Approximately 15 to 20 communities right now.
Yeah. Can you tell some ideas how you promote them?
So first thing we'll do is, when someone comes to me, we're like, hey, we want to be a part of your community. We want you to do a promotion on us. All right, send me a link to what your content is about and what you're doing. After you send me a link to what your content is about and what you're doing, I'll go take a look at it. I'll look at some of the people in the community, the type of content that they're promoting. We'll do a quick video, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, that just talks about your community, kind of gives like a bird's eye view of everything that community is doing, create a post about it. After we run that post, we'll get into that community, and then that's where the off internet work starts to happen, right? If I'm talking to someone in Discord and they're like, yeah, I do graphic design, or I do animation, or I'm looking for this, or I'm looking for that. If I know your community is, say, looking for a designer, I'll be like, hey, why don't you check out this post where this community is looking for someone to do their logo? Or if they're a video blogger, I'll find a DTube community that would suit them, and I'll be like, hey, you should join these type of communities. Or if their motives is towards writing, or you know, streaming or video gaming, or whatever their niche is, we place other people and find other people through our interactions on the blockchain and say, hey, we think you will be a good fit within this niche. Then what we do is we'll also post your content on Twitter and other social media markets, because we now have the bots going for the community growth project. For any post that I re-steam, it's automatically sent out to Twitter and to Instagram or whatever. So that way now you're getting regular social media eyes on it and trying to bring more people back into your community just through a re-steam as well. And so we also have the website, right? And if you come, you register your community on the website, now you have your own tool that you can use to promote your community, to work on projects, and we'll interact with you there. And on the website, you can also find other members and things like that as well. And so there's no set blueprint for it. It's unique to every single project, but we try to put the movers and shakers with the movers and shakers in the niche they want to be in and recruit as we go along and say, hey, we think this would be a good for you. This is how we can help you to move forward.
Yeah, and you kind of connect them to each other, yes?
Yes, sir. So like with at D Corporation, right? You guys have the interview process. You have videographers who are actually producing good content every day and things like that. And so there's a bunch of other communities out there that's working on similar niches, and I may reach out to their members who I have their ear of, or their leaders, and say, hey, listen, these guys over here are doing it like this. I think that you should get in with this group, because now you have two different brands, but by cross branding and working together, you can reach out and become a bigger brand and have a bigger footprint across that digital market with more support of the contents and creators and curators of that genre or of that niche on the platform. And so it's like just creating a handshake and bridging gaps that normally would not have been bridged just through, oh, I browse your post, I click on your post, I like your post. No, let's get in the Discord chat. Let's get on a private messages somewhere. Let's introduce these people and get more bodies out here working in more places and things like that. So, you know.
Yeah, it's very important what you are doing. It's crossing communities. It's just amazing. It will improve all the community. I mean, all Steam blockchain communities.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. This is what are you doing? I think it's just to improve and promote communities. Do you have like paid services?
No, there's no paid services. This
Yeah.
is all free.
Yeah.
Now, if people want to donate or delegate Steam power, that's fine. But really, all you have to do is ask, right? Because when we do our post, we do our promotions, we cross networks. Most of our Steam power through both my main account and the CGP account is delegated out to support communities that we've bridged those gaps with, right? So we get rewards through posts that we create. We get rewards through people coming and curating our post and helping to share our posts and upvoting. And so any work that we're doing for anyone else is kind of like paying it forward, because our services is already being paid for by the people in the communities who support us through curation and upvotes. So why would I charge anybody else to bring that forward? Right now, if people want to donate Steam power and they want to say, hey, here's 50 Steam, use this to power up your account, I'll take that. I'll go power it up right away. I'll send them a screenshot so they can see it. And once it's powered up, it's not coming down. So it's just going to be there. Right. And then the other thing is, if they want to delegate, you can delegate Steam power at your will. You know, you can come to my account or the at CGP account. Don't do it to my personal account, at the CGP account, delegate to that, and we'll leave it there. Won't touch it. But other than that, you know, if you look at all my videos, I have this little border that runs across all my videos that says this is a free service. All you have to do is ask, and we'll work for you. That's it.
This is amazing. It's very rare to find something like free and that huge in Steam blockchain.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think we're that huge yet. We're trying to get there. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean, the idea is huge. The idea is huge. When the idea is huge, it will be huge. So
for sure.
yeah, yeah. So okay, let's move to you and talk about your skills that you have in your life and generally.
So just some of my skills, like I've been working in technology mostly all my life. Currently I work in cybersecurity and information security with project management skills behind that. I have a bachelor's in information technology management with a minor in project management. I am going back to school in a 26-week boot camp course to learn how to code, specifically learning to code so I can be better for the Steam blockchain actually. Right. And so I was actually thinking about starting a fundraiser to help me pay for those classes, but I'm just going to take care of it. And I do some graphic design and animation, but I am not good at it. Like I can do enough to sustain my own work. I do enough video editing to sustain my own work. And God knows there's so many great creators out there who I just look at like, man, you guys are doing a awesome, phenomenal job at what you're doing. So like, I think my stuff is just minimalistic. So my greatest assets though would just be research. You know, a lot of people don't understand how important of a skill that is. If I don't have an answer to a question, give me 24 hours, I will. That's my one of my mottos, right? And then just core values, ex-military, so I believe in unity, I believe in loyalty, I believe in respect, you know, and I also have a couple of other core values that I post on every single post. One, invest in yourself and no one else will. Two, invest in others, or invest in those who invest in you. So let me break those down, if you will, to really give you a thorough understanding. Invest in yourself and no one else will does not necessarily mean financially. Invest in the knowledge, the education, the wisdom, the time, the exercise to keep yourself healthy. You know, live a good life. Invest that in yourself, and other people will see what you're doing and bring that value to you. And then invest in those who invest in you. People who support you or come around and help you grow and things like that, you have to give back to them. You have to give that same respect. Respect goes two ways, right? Left and right. And if one doesn't give it, the other doesn't get it. So it has to go both ways, and you have to put that time and energy and love back into those people who put it into you, or you'll go nowhere. And so that's kind of like my history in a nutshell, man, as far as like educational and skill set. I'm just a guy who's trying to do stuff with a long background and playing with computers because I like video games.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Do you make streams in the life?
Yes, I do. I normally stream. Sunday is my stream day. Uh, Unfortunately, I think over the last month and a half, I haven't done a single stream day of me playing League of Legends because I've been so busy like working on projects. I don't get time anymore, and that's normally like this is my rest day. I'm not doing anything. And then I was working a second job for a minute too, so that was like I gotta do this. So now hopefully tomorrow I can start back up my Sunday stream day, and that'll be the first day I streamed in a long time. So
Yeah. Good. So can you remind me, where do you live, in which state?
I'm in Michigan, you
Ah,
know,
in
the
Michigan.
state that looks like a mitten. We call it the dirty glove,
Yeah,
you know.
good. Do you know about Steam Cafe?
I've heard about Steam Cafe. I've watched a couple of episodes of Steam Cafe. So yeah, I'm familiar with Steam Cafe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
those only the really big names get to make it to Steam Cafe. Like I'm not there yet. I'm trying to get there. You know, those guys are doing crazy things, man.
yeah, he's doing like meeting, and he will have a meeting in September in Toronto or something like that. It's
Yeah, and that's not too far from us. Actually, I want to go up to the they're also having the creators convention in Toronto as well. And so I'm trying to make it up there because it's only across the border. So hopefully I can get up there to it.
yeah. So you are close. You have to join them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's move to the last question, and it's the tips that you can give to Steamians and YouTubers to grow.
Tips to Steamians and DTubers. First off, find your passion, right? There's so many platforms out there, even if it's not DTube or DLive. You know, you got Musing, you got Steam Hunt, you got Step Shots, you got Zapple. There's so many. I think I did a couple of videos on it a few days ago. I think it's like 10 of them. But find your niche and really embrace it, whether it's doing photos or videos or just writing or doing memes or whatever it is. Stay true to your passion. Second thing is be consistent and committed. If you post once today and then don't post for another week, you got 5 or 6 days in there, excuse me, that you're losing a chance to be seen. So you have to be consistent. Um, Next, look at providing, and this is probably the most important tip here. Whatever you're doing, try to provide more value to the platform and community than what you take away from it, right? Which means don't just throw up crappy stuff because you're like, I want to make a quick upvote. Think about what you're doing and how it can affect someone else, because there's a lot of things that's happening on the Steam platform that's really changing people's lives. And this is something that can change people's lives. So just try to give more value, whether it's just a comment. You know, if you're going in and you see someone did a really great post, leave a valuable comment. And one of the most valuable comments that can be left is, if you don't like something, don't just downvote a person. Tell a person, hey, this is what I found wrong with your material, or this is my opinion. And don't tell them it's necessarily wrong, because just because it's wrong in your eyes doesn't mean it's wrong to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Let me give you my opinion and express how I think this could be better, and offer them a chance to make it better and help them grow. And that's how you add value, by giving back more than what you take away. A vote is something we can all get by clicking up or down, but value is something we all don't have, but something we all need to become better. So those are my tips.
Yeah, those are very great tips, and especially about the downvote, because there are, I don't know, a lot of people that downvoting each other for
Yeah.
no reason, and it's really funny. It's like a
Yeah.
kid, like kids playing, really.
Yeah, it's like a power struggle. Like, I can downvote you greater than you can downvote. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the interview. I hope to see you more in our Cooperation, and I will promote all your link in the post. Just send me everything in Discord, and I hope more people will join you. And I uh, tell to all community creators, if you have a community, so you have to contact the guy, and he will promote your community.
Oh yeah, and I'll definitely pass you the Discord link that you can put up there too. And so we really appreciate you inviting the Community Growth Project for the interview and spending the time with us. And with that being said, this is your boy CryptoChrisB. Peace.
Bye.